What is going on, guys? DBG here, and this video is another episode of No Money Spent Squad. Sorry, I don't know what the hell happened in that intro, but yeah, so, 1 second. That was a very, very iffy intro. I don't know what the hell's happened. I've just played my second basketball match in 2 years. Played like 32 minutes out of 40, and my god, I'm exhausted. I am exhausted. I'm not as out of shape as I thought I was gonna be, but I'm still out of shape. Like, the fact that I could still move at the end of it, I was happy, but my god, there were there were spells in that game where I was absolutely exhausted. But I'm getting there, man. I'm getting there. We're on. The return is coming. Well, the return has happened, and I genuinely suck at the sport. So we've got our investments here, so we're all good. So unopened packs. Again, part of the MyTEAM festival was putting cards that were always going to be in the game. Like, the cards are coming back on the boards and vaults today, and they came back today. Like, that's the kind of crazy thing. What packs do I have? Like, surely I have some diamonds. So we got 2 diamond coaches. Then we have got Purvis short. So let's go open Purvis short. You're gonna be opening Purvis, and I'm pretty sure we got Strickland as well. If I'm not mistaken, I got Rod Strickland. So yeah, we are going to be opening quite a few of the diamond cards. So like, Purvis short is just Vince Carter. If you guys don't know, the guy, he is literally just Vince Carter, except slightly worse. Like, I know I saw Ty running the guy in wagers. This is kind of crazy. So we have Purvis short. I think Thing was after Purvis short. So we have a diamond contract pack to open at some stage. Again, I will open these. So we got Strickland, we got Purvis short, and then we got sprewell. So again, we completed both TT online and we completed TT offline. So getting Strickland and sprewell, I'm kind of interested in sprewell because I know he's got same release as Landry Fields, which I really don't mind. Base 4, which is one of solid releases. So that one will be interesting with Rod, or not Strickland, with Sprewell. Rod Strickland is just like better Fred Brown. A lot of people are saying Kyrie Irving, but like, I mean, he's got base dribble style. Kyrie Irving's dribble style is actually one of the few good things about that card. He's just got Kyrie release and stuff, but he's more like better Fred Brown than he is Kyrie. He's like Kyrie versus Fred Brown. Kyrie's got that terrible defense, 69 lateral quickness. I would not trust Kyrie Irving. I would really not trust using Kyrie Irving at all in this game. Okay, so we got Rod Strickland as well. So that is our 3rd free diamond card that we got. So like, we got quite a few of these. Again, I was just leaving these. I was gonna make each of these an individual No Money Spent episode, and I'm like, we are way too close to the season ending for that to be a thing. Okay, so we have Larry. We don't have Wilt. Okay, we've got I don't know how we managed to collect enough cards to get Michael Cooper. Is he not 900 cards? I don't know how we collected 900. Again, I haven't opened that many packs, or maybe he was 750. No, I think he was 750. It was funny though, like, a lot of good players really liked Michael Cooper, but it was like they liked Michael Cooper because they got him day 1. Like, if you got Michael Cooper day 1, the card was actually fantastic. Like, if you were out there completing sets and getting all the jerseys and stuff, you were getting Michael Cooper on day 1 or day 2, and he was so good for that stage. Okay, let's go to the last. We've opened the 3 diamonds. We've opened Cooper. Any good packs? Oh, we got Larry. Yeah, that's about it. So we got Larry Bird. Because I'm opening all of the unlimited packs at the same time once I get my Gary Payton. I'm going to open all of them once I get my Gary Payton this season. It's going to be like part of the road to Payton. But yeah, so we're doing all right. we're doing all right in terms of our team. Like, let's chuck in Purvis right here. Is he he's a small forward, but let's throw in Latrell at the 2. Latrell's only 6'5", so Latrell is kind of short. We got Purvis. His name is short, but he's not that short. And then we've got Rod Strickland right there. So let's take a look at good old Rod. Rod Strickland, 89 mid, 83. He's got like a 40 driving dunk, which is terrible. 93 ball handle. He's had good steal and perimeter defense, really good speed, 2 ball acceleration, 89 lateral quickness. He's also got 4 half badges, including unstrippable, fast twitch. Why does fast twitch doesn't matter? Does that matter? Really? For a guy taking layups. Glue hands on gold, dimer on gold. He's got Bela, he's a quick first step on gold. I keep forgetting Kyrie Irving does not even come with that badge. You got bullet on gold. So you don't even have clamps. He doesn't actually come with clamps. Did not realize that. Like, Strickland really isn't it. I heard everyone's trying to get Paul Silas, and they just keep getting the Rod Strickland. I've heard Rod Strickland is like more common than ever. But Sprewell, 86'3", 89 mid, 90 driving dunk, 86 ball handle, decent steal perimeter defense, good speed, 2 ball acceleration, 89 lateral. Does he get clamps? He's like hot set under, slithery, catch and shoot gold. Got gold clamps. I mean, he's not bad. Silver quick first step. Like, if you compare him to, I get it, he's a little bit small. He's a little bit smaller, but if you compare him to like Landry, these guys have the same release. Like, he's better at pretty much everything. Like, Latrell's actually not bad at all. And then Purvis Short is just like worse Vince Carter. If you guys don't know, like, they pretty much the exact same, like, dribbling and everything. Screw it, let's just go through collection for Vince. Premium Dunktober, wherever that is. I still don't rate that Vince Carter at all. But is this where's a base Vince Carter? I think this might be a base Vince Carter. So like comparing it to Purvis Short, like Purvis is an inch taller. Badges wise, I mean Carter's got more halves and more silvers, but you've got more gold on Purvis. Purvis has got bronze clamps, gold quick first step compared to the silver on Vince. And I mean Vince gets like limitless takeoff and stuff, which are good badges. Overall, and stats wise, better mid-range shooter. Purvis Vince is a better 3-point shooter. Vince is a way better dunker than Purvis Short, and Purvis is a little bit faster, so I'm better on defense. So that's one of the kind of interesting things where it's like, if you just, a lot of people just use Vince to shoot the ball. If you use Vince to dunk, obviously Vince is way better, but if you just purely use Vince to shoot the ball, like Purvis Short is the exact same release as Vince Carter. And overall stats are a tiny bit better for a shooter or for a cone. But obviously they're nowhere near as good when it comes to dunking because he only got 75 dunk. It's a bit of a surprise. Normally I give Purvis Short a good dunk in this game. I can't remember. When was Purvis Short? Was he a vault reward in 2K? No, he wasn't. He was an amethyst card. That was in 2K20. That was a signature. He was an amethyst card that was a... let me know if I'm right with this. A legacy showcase, but they gave him Hall of Fame Lob City finisher, and you used to just be able to throw lobs to him and he would dunk everything. Because Lob City finisher in like 2K, probably 17 to 20 was just so OP. Like that was easily the most underrated badge in the game. Because you were just throwing the most ridiculous lobs and they would all come off. I need to start greening. Vince release is super green though. It genuinely is one of the most green catch shooting or green releases off the catch in the game. Even with an 81 3 ball, it is so chicken. Strickland, I mean Strickland's just Kyrie without the dribbling, isn't he? Like you can still do that. Like that's one thing with base dribble styles. That is the one move you can make. Like you can cross and or what's it? There is a way to like momentum cross there. Like that's the one way to burst. That was the one I was doing with Davion Mitchell. That is the one thing you can really do with him well. He doesn't really burst at all. His release is it's Kyrie release. Like some people like Kyrie release, but some people were really where like Kyrie made at the start of the year. Still got that Kyrie behind the back. I don't think he's got the Kyrie layup package. Does he do 720s? Oh, he can kind of dunk. I just want to see, does he do 720s? He doesn't. That's good. That's good. He didn't spin around the place. If you guys don't know, the Kyrie layup package is the Hall of Fame get blocked package. But yeah, he's really not bad. He's really not a bad shooter at all, and he plays a little bit of defense, which is a big thing. I just need a green at 3. There we go. And now to Latrell. So Latrell is probably the most interesting of these cards. He's not the tallest player in the world. I just want to see what his dribble style is. Pro 1 behind the back. Is that fundamental? I need to look. It didn't feel like, it's either base or fundamental. Does not feel like slasher. He didn't get the slash animation, I don't think. No, it is slasher. Okay, that's not good. That's not good. That didn't even feel like slasher there. But the release, base 4. The upper, some people don't like the upper. I do. Like, again, I'm struggling to shoot with him because, well, I'm kind of messing about recording. But like you guys know, he's at the same base as Mikan. Like, same release timing. Like, you can get it used to it. Like, the upper is a little bit iffy. But like, it's the same. And the reason it's iffy is because the timing is really, really weird. Because the ball like sits, he kind of like double clutches in the upper as he's shooting. So it is kind of hard to time off that. But still, he's his overall badges and his stats are good enough that he will hit the majority of his wide open whites. Just need to pull that a little bit earlier. And that was too early. There we go. It's definitely, this release is definitely way nicer on Mikan. It is way, way nicer on George Mikan than it is on Latrell. But now we're going to go and play a game with these 3 guys. We're going to play a game with these 3 and we're going to see how, they get on. They should be good. They should be fine. There's no reason why they shouldn't get on okay. Like, they are 3 of, I'm not going to say they're 3 of the better cards in the game. They're 3 decent cards though. The only problem is that it's going to be quite an undersized TTO lineup. Like, in a TTO game where, honestly, the best tactic is to not run a player, especially on this gen. Like, if I was out here playing on next gen, or say on current gen, or whatever, I don't even care what way you want to call the gens. If you want to call it last gen or current gen, I don't really mind. Or if you want to call this current or next gen, it really all depends. But when we're playing on the PS5 or the Xbox Series X, the problem is the switch glitch. The switch glitch. Thankfully, he's not running a player above 6'7". He's running a 6'3" and 2 6'7s. But he's out. Is he gonna quit? If you guys don't know, on this gen, Ty and stuff made videos about it, and like I was just like, when I saw that, I was like, oh no, I should have messaged them all early, because what ends up happening is, like, if you dashboard your streak, like, it's known out there, so I don't care that people know it. Like, it keeps happening. It's why I stopped playing. I don't play on this. I've stopped playing TTO on this gen. It happens a lot more often on next than it does on current gen. It happens sometimes on current. It happens way more often on next. But basically, what happens is, if you dashboard on either gen, if you dashboard, the streak stays. So you can dashboard a game and you do not lose your winning streak. But the problem is that if you dashboard, your opponent gets the loss. Your opponent gets the loss. It happens, I'd say maybe 50-60% of the time your opponent gets the loss. Like, it's not like it's every time. It's not like it's a guarantee that your opponent gets the loss if you do it. Oh yeah, Ross Strickland. But it happens enough that, like, I would say it is a genuine problem. So I guess the reason, like, when I don't think anyone that was saying, oh, this is how you keep your win streak, realized that was an issue. But like, it's a 2K issue. It is a 2K issue. It's the problem with dashboarding given losses. Oh my god, is he paint mashing me with freaking Clyde Drexler? Is that what we're doing here? Is that what we're doing here? Is that actually what we're doing here? Getting paint mashed with Clyde freaking Drexler. What are you doing, Purvis? Green, come on. There we go. He's just Vince. He's just Vince. So, like, you leave him open, his defense is he will hit threes. Even though he doesn't have the highest rating, if you leave him open, he'll hit. Oh, wow. Good defense. Freeboard. No, it's not, because my player didn't jump. Latrell Sprewell decided, you know what? You know what? It's easier just to let our opponents get the rebounds. Like, why get a rebound? Like, we can play great defense. I can play defense again. That must be his logic, that, like, he can play great defense 2 possessions in a row. And they go and smack a white. Pig and pop, just rim run. Let's say, oh, it's switch glitch. But I'm like, it's freaking Westbrook. It's Westbrook on Latrell. Roll. Give me baseline. I mean, I try. Like, why did it go there? I needed the icon. I literally tried the icon to the wide open Latrell, but for some reason the game just decided, you know what? Because I directional passed it, it was going to give it to the guy who was being denied. Actually set the screen, Purvis. Because he's guarding. I can get the ball into Purvis here. And we can take a foul. That's a good foul there. Okay, come on. Green. There we go. And that's Purvis for you. Purvis has gotten all 11 of our points. Just accept the switch, accept the switch, accept the switch. Straight into the hands of the one guy on my team that's actually scored the ball. Someone has to be open. And that was not a jumper. Just trying to pump fake and get it. Of course. This is next gen, isn't it? This is next gen, isn't it? Your players can't physically catch the ball. Green, come on. We deserve it right back. We deserve a free 3-pointer there. Like, our player literally dropped the ball. He threw it straight to my player's hand and he dropped it. Pinch and recover. Oh, we're late. Oh, I thought we were there for the steal. It's fine. That's fine. We have the ball. He's way out of position here. Green. Has to be our board. Purvis. Purvis did knock. I tried the manual Purvis. Green. You just shot a white with Clyde. You suck. If you shot a white with base 5, if you ever shoot a white with base 5, you suck. That's twice now. I don't know what it is with his jumper. That's twice now that we've is he gonna shoot it? He should have shot it. Clyde is more than capable of shooting that shot. He's gonna duck on it. Bail out of that. I don't even know what's happened there. He just hit a 3. Oh, just like that, we're on an 8-hour run. This is game over. I mean, this is not a very good trio to use in this game mode. I will say that. Purvis, though, is pretty green. I know I missed that one, but he has been pretty green. I mean, Purvis has also scored all of our points. So I don't think, no matter what he does, I don't think we can blame Purvis short. We're there. Apparently not. GG's. Oh, we actually have to start focusing. If we want to get to the top board and not get Paul Silas again, we have to start focusing. But yeah, that was a bit of a rough one. 2 losses in 3 there. But I mean, with the teams we're running, it's bound to happen. And to be fair, our first loss was me basically giving the dude, well, not was basically, we literally gave the dude a win. Unfortunately, if you do match up against me, I can't give wins anymore. Okay. So Junos Ilgaskis at 950. Sell a bunch of him because we got 34. Like, I need most of these guys gone for my investments. I'm probably gonna keep like 10 Ilgaskis. Gonna keep about 10 Junos Ilgaskis cards. And hope for the best. Because there's no point. In terms of Duncans, we have a few Duncan Robinsons. See what price is Duncan going for? Should we sell some of him? Like, if we can get like 200-300 or so for him, he's gonna be sold. At this stage, I just want to liquidate all my Duncans. Okay, that's not too bad. Okay, like 2,350. That's kind of the lowest we'll sell him for, but I'll sell a couple of him for that. Again, we do need to just get. We need to get cards out of our auctions because we're going to be making. We're only a week away from making actual investments. Because in a while we will we'll be able to invest again in cards for season 3 from Super Packs, and I know who I'm going to invest in. It's probably not who you think, but there are certain cards that I'm pretty confident they're going to be really sought after at times in season 2. I actually had a weird feeling that there's going to be weeks in limited where Duncan Robinson, there'd be Sapphires, Duncan Robinson went up to like 10k, but that never happened. Okay. We are selling 5 of him now. 950. They sell, they don't, I don't care. Sell 5 of him. Again, at the price we bought him at, 950, like we'll make a decent profit here at the price we bought him at, honestly. Like, it's not as much a profit as I would have hoped with Ilgauskas, but when you're buying him between 700 and 750, if all these sell at 950, making, with the amount of Ilgauskas we bought, we're still making like a 4 or 5k profit or something. It's not awful. So yeah, we're down. We've only got 21 pending items. You guys remember how many we've had at some stages this season? And these are where our investments have gone. These are where our investments have gone into Ilgauskas. Made a little profit on him. But worst case scenario, like the fact that my investments are like zero risk investments, like diamond contracts at 16k or 17k. Worst case scenario, in 2 months' time, I have like 200k there or thereabouts just sitting there in diamond contracts. I think obviously it kind of, it's a weird one. It's like my team kind of has deflation. Like 1 million MT now will get you a decent team. 1 million MT in March will sort you for the year. So that's my whole goal. My goal isn't to have a bunch of MT now. And that's when people are like, oh, would I not buy expensive players? Like, look, Myken's going to help me. I think Myken's going to help me get Peyton. And Batum's going to help me get Peyton. But as soon as I get Peyton, both of them are gone. Honestly, both, as great as both of them are, they're both gone. My whole thing with those guys is, my goal with all of this, a lot of people are always asking me, and they're like, why aren't you spending your MT? Why, if you have MT, don't spend it? My goal is to last a year. Like, I'm not like most people that will spend their MT now and then down the line will put a couple of $100 into the game. I don't do that. We don't spend money on the game here. Whether that be going through a black market MT seller because I don't want to get banned, or whether it be going to 2K because, again, I honestly, I'm cool with paying 2K for the game. Because I play this game. I'm cool with that. And the fact that, well, it's not going to happen again, but this year I did get the game free on every system. So whatever money 2K gave to me, I put back into the game on somebody else's account. Like, somebody else was saying they were going to let me use their account for a couple of videos, and in fairness, they did. So I did put in like the 200 quid at the start of the year. Because that's roughly, give or take, what 2K gave me. So I put it back into their game. Like, I'm cool with buying the game. And that's the only time I'm ever going to spend MT. So I got a plan for the year. Like, my goal isn't to get Gary Payton as soon as possible. I'll give myself a more difficult ride to Gary Payton. My goal is not to qualify for 250 because I'm not good enough at the game. You can give me all the best cards in the game and I'm not good enough to qualify for 250. So what's the point? I know for a fact that the guys that I have, my methods right now, are going to get me Gary Payton. As you guys can see right here. I'm pretty confident I'm going to get Peyton. Like, I'm on a 18 game winning streak. I have yet to lose with this team. So, like, there's no need for me to buy, for example, pay 200k on a Klay Thompson to replace ML Carr. Is Klay way better? Yes. Of course it is. Klay Thompson will make it slightly easier for me to get Gary Payton. But with this team, I'm going to get Peyton anyway. And once I get Peyton, then what the hell is the point of having a good team? Just sell my players. Like, once I get Peyton, Mikan's gone, Batum's gone. That's about, that'll be roughly 100-ish K. Expect maybe 150, 160K coming up towards 250 quals. These guys are going to be expensive. Suddenly, I'm looking like I'll be looking way over the 300K mark. And I have about 200K worth of diamond contracts in there. So and another 2 in my collection and 1 in my auction, or 1 of my open packs. So I'm in a really, really good spot when it comes to my team. So the thing is that you're going to see me with 600,000-700,000 MT in March and a competitive team. And that's what it's all about. And that is what it's all about. Like, this series is not about building the greatest team in the world, because I do spend quite a bit of time on the game, but my time isn't that like focused. I'm not like JD working the auctions and stuff. I don't play this game nearly as much as he does. Like, I play this game a couple of hours a day. A lot of it's unlimited. And everything I do is recorded. So the only time I ever play the game is when I'm recording videos, and I'm stopped streaming. So I don't actually physically play the game. Like, I play the game a lot, but I mean, like, I don't play the game enough so that I should be sitting on 3 million MT right now, and I don't enjoy working the auction house. So what I'm doing right now is put me in a position where I know I will be able to have a competitive team, and if I want to, we'll be able to get the unlimited rewards every season for the rest of the year, with or without SPMM. It might take me a little bit longer than it normally would. You're not going to see any 68-0 runs or 53 and 54-0 runs by me, but you know, you probably will if I do put my head down and decide to get the unlimited rewards. You'll see most of them. So anyway, yeah, that's pretty much it. Just answering the question of why I don't buy quote-unquote better players. First of all, my point guards are fine. Like, I'm not entirely sure even Peyton comes in over Marcus Smart because of how much I love that Marcus Smart card. My centers are perfectly fine. And then my wings, I mean, I really love MLK and I love James Harden at the 2. Both of those guys are so good on offense. And yes, I said offense with MLK. You guys will see that in tomorrow's episode of the Road to Gary Payton series. And then my 3 and 4, all they need to do is play a bit of defense and hit threes, and they do that well. So then that's the video. Thank you guys for watching. Please like, comment, and subscribe.